What is going on, guys? Today we got some patch notes for you. Update 21.1, and this is the big Vikendi update, which is scheduled to be released very, very soon. So we're just going to go over it quickly. Live maintenance schedule, December 5th and 6th, it looks like, on PC. So in about a week, on next week on PC, I believe. And then the week after on very typical. Map service. So it looks like they're actually going to make Vikendi the featured map, which is kind of exciting because, you know, we'll get to explore it all because it looks like there's quite a bit on the map itself. So it should be fun. Normal match, Erangel, Sandoc, Paramo. That looks like pretty normal stuff. For console, we're looking, looks Sandoc and Paramo on top of three big maps, and then Vikendi is going to be the featured map, so it should be interesting. A couple of changes in the queues for certain regions, doesn't really affect us. Vikendi Reborn, so this is the big news. Huge changes. People are saying, you know, they redid Vikendi. They didn't really redo it. They just made a whole new map. There's no changes. You just think of it as a whole new map. It's actually kind of insane. You know, the initial thing you're going to notice is it's an actual 8x8 now. You know, right here. Expanded from a 6x6 to an 8x8. Available as a featured map. It's composed of various environments as glaciers, snowfields, and greenery. Presence sharp slopes and heavy snow in the north, were relatively less snow and flatter terrain in the south. And I've already played it a couple times on the test server, and we'll be posting some footage of that, you know, at a later date. But yeah, it is pretty accurate. Like the further north you get, it definitely is a lot more snow, and then in the south, it almost looks like, you know, closer to an Erangel, almost. Kind of interesting. Dev comments. I'm gonna put a link to this PUBG patch notes in the comments, in the description, just so you guys can check it out yourself. There's a lot of little things, you know, that we already kind of knew about, but they are pretty cool. You know, one of the things is the cable cars. You'll notice that these little red lines indicate the cable cars, and you can't really see them on the map here, but there are quite a few. They aren't, like, you know, all over the place, but, you know, there are a decent amount. 2 routes, cable cars move automatically. You can board the cable cars once the cable cars are out their station. Cable cars, brief stop. So, you know, pretty standard stuff. You can actually, they're actually big enough. You could actually load a vehicle onto it too, which is kind of crazy. And what I've noticed too is the cable cars have loot on them. They actually have the RPGs on them, the Panzervests, which is kind of funny. So pretty cool addition. I did have fun playing with those today. Lab camp. Now these things are really cool. So basically they have like these little, well, actually I'll just read the notes so we can see. Meet the new lab camp, a new area holding high value items in the northwest. Lab camps are scattered around the frozen lake in the northwest. Each lab camp differ in size and structure. Supply drops, a new type of crate spawning certain items with certain probability distributions will spawn in lab camp. Yellow, red, and blue. So basically, and there's alarms that sound when you do them. Basically, these camps have these giant crates in them, and you can find level 3 gear. You can find crate weapons and all sorts of stuff. Drawback is when every time you open a crate or loot a crate, or this, you know, really annoying alarm goes off. And I guess if other players are in the vicinity, they would know that you're looting that area. But it seems like it might be a pretty cool area for like hot drops and stuff. I did land there once or twice today, and, you know, it was pretty decent. So that's another pretty cool change. New Vikendi specific feature, I suppose you could say, which, you know, pretty interesting. New system comeback BR. It's not better luck next time when you die during the match. Comeback BR has arrived at Vikendi to present you not only 1, but 3 opportunities. Players will spectate their team once they die during a specific phase of the match. Once the comeback BR countdown is over, a loading screen will pop up and move the appropriate players to the comeback BR arena. Every player's health will reset. Every item, equipment boost the player had before death will be removed. During a comeback phase, players who survive will return to the match with every item they've obtained in the arena. A total of 3 comeback BR phases will proceed. So it's very similar to the Tago. They do seem like they're a pretty quick. The Tago one was kind of weird because you didn't have to really fight. This one seems like they did it a bit better. Like the circle gets really small at the end, so you really do have to fight. And you know there might be 1 or 2 people that make it out. But it is interesting, and there's up to 3 times, and they're pretty quick. So it definitely kind of fills in that middle kind of the game. Like I was finding that like we were getting to phase 4, phase 5 with still like 50 people up, which was kind of cool. So makes for interesting, you know, gameplay. So I think they actually might have got it right this time around, but you know we'll wait and see. New features: map, utility items, ascenders, and ascender towers. Okay, well the ascender towers are, you know, we've seen on Destin already. Very similar. The fuel pumps, very similar to the Destin fuel pumps. This one is new. There's crowbar interactions. So you'll find like cages and doors that you could only open if you have a crowbar. And I'm not really sure if there's high tier loot in there, but there is definitely, you know, more loot than if, you know, you're looting around that object. That makes. But I haven't actually didn't get a chance to try it out today, but I did see some lock spaces. Vehicle, a return of the snowmobile. Okay, well, I don't know why they ever got rid of the snowmobile to begin with, because it's one of the more fun vehicles. So that's back. Train is still there. The trains aren't as abundant as the previous trains, but they're still around. They kind of work well with the gondolas, I call them. And that's all of the Vikendi stuff. There is some other stuff in this patch notes. Smaller things, Erangel changes. You can see from these 2 side-by-side pictures, they reduce, you know, the number of crates on ferry. Now the ferry, you can actually see the pathways that the ferry takes. This location near hospital, I believe. Yeah, this is the near hospital. They actually changed this. I really like this change because this building sucked before. So it actually looks like actually decent now, this compound. I know that's might be a big deal when it comes to like tournaments and leagues and stuff, because that's a big change. They changed the fences on these, it looks like. I think new fences have been added. I'm not sure which fences they're talking about. Location of the fences have been readjusted. New fences have been added. The current building has moved slightly to the left. Not quite. I thought maybe these fences? I thought it might be the fences outside, but anyhow. Small changes. Sandhawk. This is kind of interesting. It looks like Paradise Resort is getting a bit of a makeover. Roll decorations obviously removed. Some gameplay balances. We got some vehicle balances here. Nothing too crazy. Animations, little improvements. Rank Season 21 is going to begin, it looks like, fairly soon. And yeah, most of the other stuff is just little things. Check out the patch notes. I'm going to leave a link down to them. There's quite a bit of stuff, as you can see, a lot of little things. But big one is Vikendi. And I had a chance to play it today for a while on the PC test servers, and it was a lot of fun. So let me know what you think down in the comments down below, and I will catch you guys later. Guys, a free way to support me and my content is to head over to accounts.crafton.com. You're going to link your PUBG account, head to the Creator Appreciation Program, scroll down and find my name. And basically any purchases that you'll make on PUBG, we get a small commission for. Takes 2 seconds to do. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.